Currency pairs are at the heart of Forex trading, and you are going to deal with them every time you open your trading platform. So be ready, because it is important that you understand this lecture. Let's consider what Mr. Johnson was doing again. He was going to Italy and he needed to exchange his dollars into euros. So you can understand that when a currency is quoted, it is done in relation to another currency, so that the value of one is reflected through the value of another. You ask, how many euros can I get if I give you $100? How many pounds, how many Japanese yen can I get if I give you $100? So you see that the value of one currency is always given in relation to the value of another currency. We will never think of asking, how many dollars can I get if I give you $100? That would be pointless. If we try to determine the value of the dollar in relation to the value of the euro, the Forex quote will look like this. So we have a euro against US dollar at a rate of 1.08. This is referred to as a currency pair. The first currency of the pair is called the base currency, while the second is called quote currency. The rate tells us how much of the quote currency we can get if we exchange 1 unit of the base currency. So in this case, this exchange rate tells us that if we give €1, we can get $1.08. We can also read it the other way around, so we can also say that we need $1.08 in order to get €1. Let's have some more examples. In the first example, we have British pound against Japanese yen at an exchange rate of 138. This means that with 1 British pound we can get 138 Japanese yen. Or we can also read it the other way around and say that with 138 Japanese yen we can get 1 British pound. In the second example, we have Australian dollar against US dollar at an exchange rate of 0.85, which means that with 1 Australian dollar we can get 85 cents of US dollar. Or with 85 cents of US dollar we can get 1 Australian dollar. In the last example, we have Canadian dollar against Swiss franc at an exchange rate of 0.70, which means that with 1 Canadian dollar we can get 0.70 Swiss francs. Or with 0.70 Swiss francs we can get 1 Canadian dollar. I think it is pretty simple, but I want to have one last example in which I also want to ask you some questions to make sure that you understand this topic. So we have British pound against US dollar at an exchange rate of 1.30. My questions are, which one is the base currency? Which one is the quote currency? And what does this rate mean? Feel free to pause the video to try to answer these questions. The base currency is the British pound, while the quote currency is the US dollar. This rate means that you can get 1.30 US dollars with 1 British pound, or that you need 1.30 US dollars to get 1 British pound.